main players on Hale, and I think that they're going to want to contain her effectiveness if they want to be successful.
I think Franklin needs to trust their experience. When they trust themselves, I think they play with more confidence and they play smoothly.
Yeah, they've been here before. They won their semifinal game on a double game point against Roosevelt, and they won last year. So I think they have that experience, that belief in their own ability to fall back on. And I also think that they play their best when they play with joy, with it, when they are enjoying their experience of playing frisbee.
For Hale, we think that if they stay patient against the strong Franklin zone, it will benefit them a lot. Franklin has a zone they've been playing that's been really effective against Roosevelt, who they played in their semifinals. It really made a difference. And Hale, if they throw that onto Hale, Hale just needs to stay patient because they got to keep working the disc. And if they get flustered, Franklin will create a turn.
Yeah. I think another thing that Hale has going for them is the Ali and Emma Constantino connection. Those two, they're siblings, and they seem to really vibe with each other on the fields. They create a lot of opportunities for the rest of the players on the team just by trusting their connections.
Yeah, and one last thing for Hale, limit Franklin's deep game. In the last semifinals, what we saw a lot was Drea going deep, and we saw Amy Nguyen sending it, or Hazel going deep, and Amy sending it. So
PX shot a little too, but yeah in general, on defense, Franklin loves to create a quick turn and look to the deep space early in the count. So I'm sure that Hale is aware of that and is ready to set up something to take that away.
All right, we're about to get started. You can hear it from the stands. We have our starting 7 on the line. It looks like Ali Constantino is going to pull for Hale.
There's a little bit of wind down on the field. It's swirling. It's not enough to take away throws, but it's certainly enough to affect throwers. We'll see what that does to help Franklin's Z, their zone. It also may end up affecting Franklin's deep game.
Hi, Bella.
All right. We are about to pull. I better remember to start the clock.
All right. We're starting off this finals with a big pull, and Franklin getting down there. Got Glage Asia picking up for Franklin. PX.
Resetting to PX, who finds Amy inside, but she bobbles it.
I think right now, like we talked about before, they might be nervous, and they're not really trusting their experience.
Yeah, I think too that's a connection that Franklin is really going to depend on. Just
same
off the
thing.
fingertips. Yeah.
Same thing with Hale, and I think we're going to see this on this first point a little bit of the jitters, so. And some misconnections, like they're not really.
Both teams seem to be rushing it a little bit.
Definitely.
You know, this is the biggest stage in high school ultimate, so I understand. I'm sure they will settle in and find a rhythm.
Hi, Kiki.
Here we're already seeing that Franklin kind of falls into their junk zone pretty easily. It's just a very natural progression for them on a turnover.
Looks like the stall count was getting high there for Ali, and she sent it. That was a good choice because you don't want it so close to that Franklin end zone.
Ali has a tendency to throw her cutters open. I think she expected someone to be going. She put it into an open space on the field, and unfortunately this time no one was there, but we will see that be successful later.
Definitely.
PX finds Amy. Amy shoots it.
To a wide open Kennedy Harrison. Hopefully she can chase it. Oh!
What a bid.
I feel like her hand was right on that. That was a great full extension bid.
Kennedy is a senior for Franklin this year. She's off to Carleton next year. Syzygy is just The rich get richer. Allie to pick up the disc again.
Maybe we'll see one of those successful hooks of hers that you're probably going to see a lot in this game. Oh, up big, over to number 55. That's Siobhan Hurt.
Great focus. She was she was getting pretty good coverage by Nika, but she stayed focused, pulled it in. Emma around to Elizabeth. Elizabeth Tratch is a great senior for Hale. Back to Emma. Emma looking, and Nika is in that lane.
PX with the disc.
Uh-oh.
Oh, looking back to Nika, but just was a little bit of a misconnection.
Right back into that junk zone. You can see Glige is in that downfield space trying to limit upfield throws. Over to Mari Scott. It's good to see Mari playing. She's coming off of a knee injury that kept her out of the game for about a season. Allie wants something. She points. She's testing Hazel.
That's not something you want to do, especially with Hazel in the perfect position to just come through and get that D.
Whoops. Yeah, Hazel stumbled for a minute. Looked like maybe she was going to lose that position, but gained it back. Great recognition. So PX is kind of limping to the disc. I don't know what that's about.
Yeah, I saw her on the trainer table earlier in the beginning and warm-up. She was a little limpy too. So hopefully she'll be okay because she's a really important part for Franklin, and she is on the Worlds team.
Yeah, she's preparing to represent the United States at Junior Worlds later this summer. There are 3 players on the Franklin team that are on the Worlds team. So another quick turn for Franklin.
I feel like they're stressing and rushing it and not taking the time to focus and take that breath and make sure the throw goes to the right space.
I'm sure they'll hear that on the sideline when they return after this point, regardless of the outcome.
Yeah.
Over to Emma Constantino. Kennedy with a pretty active wide mark, making it really hard to find those holes. Whoa.
That was a close call, but number 11 got it for them. Liz Tratch. Sorry.
That's all right. Siobhan Hurt with the disc in the middle of the field, looking to reset.
But that was really great handler defense right there from Amy.
She's looking. Emma dishes and goes up line, but Franklin's Z takes that away.
It's really bright on some parts of the field, and the sun's right in their eyes, so sometimes you can see them squinting going with that.
That's a good observation. Yeah, there's a dark side that's shadow cast by the stadium itself. Hazel finds Nika.
Nice save.
Nika looks for the reset over to PX.
Nika's a really important part of this team with great defense and offense, and she is only in 10th grade.
Yeah, she's a sophomore this year. She's been on the Disc Northwest YCC teams for a couple years.
Talking about Nika and that big throw from, who threw that?
Hazel.
A big throw from Hazel to Nika, wide open, just easy for them. That's Franklin leading the game on a hold.
That was a long hold.
Long hold.
Yeah, I think that Franklin will definitely learn some lessons from that about rushing it. I know that Franklin prefers to keep these points pretty short. They have a fairly small roster, and it is warm down there on the field, so I'm sure that they want to limit those long points as much as possible. So both teams with some sort of early game jitters. Both of these teams have a lot of experience. I'm not too worried about them not shaking those loose. What'd you see that was interesting in that first point, Mira? Nothing? What did you see that was interesting in that first point?
Yeah, I saw like you were talking about those jitters. Normally what you see from Hale, I think, and actually Franklin, is that patience and that understanding that if they're not getting an upfield cut, they'll dump it. Everything will be all right. But I think, I'd be nervous too, although Franklin has been here before.
Hale has a history of none of these players have won the state championship, but Hale has a long tradition of being a powerhouse in the Seattle Public School League. This year was a little interesting. The four semifinalists were all Seattle Public Schools. I'm not sure when that happened the last time, honestly. There are 3 leagues that play in this league. One of them is a public school league, and then there's 2 that are private school leagues. So typically there's great parity, but absolutely the strength in high school youth ultimate in Seattle is with the public schools right now. Savannah, oh my gosh. Savannah Canis picked up that disc. She's a name you're going to hear a lot. She's an important handler, steady presence with the disc.
And I'm pretty sure she's going to Western.
I think that's right. Savannah over to Emma, who shoots around.
Maria Herman. Just so you know, Franklin started on O.
So we had just a little bit of a drop from Hale's O. Amy shoots it deep,
to Drea.
finds Drea.
And as I talked about before, you're going to see that connection so very much because Drea is somehow always open and is really fast.
They really trust her. I'm not sure she was entirely open on that. I think the throw
maybe
came over the defender's shoulder in a way that they couldn't find it, but that's that kind of connection that Drea has with her thrower. She knows it's coming, and she keeps her eye on it.
Yeah, Hazel also somehow broke off from her defender, making that an easy goal.
That's a break for Hale.
No.
Break for Franklin. And looks like Hale has called a timeout. This is a good opportunity for us to talk about the coaches.
Our coaches for Franklin are Sam Harkness, Lisa Neiman, and Hannah Kawai. Hannah Kawai played on Riot and I believe will continue. I'm not sure. I think she's taking kind of a break this year.
Yeah, I don't know.
Lisa Neiman, did she play on Underground?
She has, yeah.
Lisa played on Underground.
And Riot.
And Riot.
Yeah.
And Sam Harkness plays for Sockeye.
And for Hale?
I think they only have one coach, and that's Amanda Kostick, who went to UW and played for UW Element, and now is playing for Underground.
She has some world's experience on her own.
Mm-hmm.
She went to Nathan Hale. That's an important thing. Yeah, she's one of those storied Hale products, along with our director here in the booth, Callie Ma. Some of our crew is not without their biases. One of our camera people, Gabe Port, is on state champion boys Hale team. They're heading off to the National High School Invite next week.
Along with my brother's high school, Garfield.
Yep.
Which I will be going to when I am older.
Ingram will also be representing there on the boys' side, and Hale girls, the team right here on the field, they're heading off there next week. So their season is not done, regardless of the outcome. So we're back. What would you have told if you were Amanda Kostick out there? What would you have told the team in that huddle?
We got it.
Yeah, just chill, have some fun,
and play like you normally would. Play with confidence. Play with fun. Happy.
Play with fun, happy.
Play with fun, happy.
Words of wisdom.
Yes.
Nika with the pull. That's landing in.
Savannah Canis picking it up. Huh?
I'm not convinced that didn't hit her foot before it hit the ground, but regardless, we're playing. Emma Constantino with the disc. Dishes to Savannah Canis. Looking over to Kyla Riggy. To Davis Turner. Davis Turner has her hair in a braid. She was easier to spot, last night or during the semis.
Back over to Emma Constantino right on the sideline. Dion Tugade on the mark. Whoa. Kayla Riggy. Savannah Canis.
You can see that Franklin is pretty happy to allow those back and forth, those horizontal throws back and forth across the field, and are really being really conscientious about shutting down the throws upfield.
They're really forcing them backwards a lot, but I think Hale's doing a great job being patient, like we discussed about the keys of the game and how that was going to be important against this Franklin zone. And thank you, Becky Edmonds.
So Hale here is trying to put Allie into the downfield space as opposed to behind the disc.
When she's behind the disc, she always works it upfield somehow, being patient, keeping it going down the field.
But she's also one of the more dynamic cutters, so I imagine that they like having her in that downfield space. Savannah looking, finds
Franklin's
Allie.
doing a pretty good job containing her.
Yeah. Allie with a nice little around. That's a tight throw.
Hale's definitely advancing up the field now.
But that forward momentum is stopped momentarily. Back to Riggy. Over to Turner. Turner with a nice, she's trying to move the mark around with some fakes. I like that. Over to Emma Constantino. Looks like they only have 4 cutters right now in that cutting space on the other side of that wall. Emma Constantino sneaks in there.
Right on the sideline. Back to Savannah Canis and over to Kyla Riggy.
Back to Savannah. She's just such a stable.
Oh,
wow.
Right over the top, and it looked like Drea's hand was right on that, but a little bit.
Yeah, Allie with the slightly better read on that. That's that kind of trust that the throwers have in Allie. They know that they can put it up, and any ball to her isn't necessarily a 50-50 ball. She's going to even the odds out.
Little far throw there. Looked like she had it, but
Turner just out of reach, and that's exactly what this Franklin zone is hoping for. Make them throw until they make a mistake, basically. So over to Dion. Dion finds Amy again. Amy pump fakes.
back
Hazel
to Hazel.
squirts open. Hazel on the sideline. Hazel's one of the Team USA players on Franklin.
And has played for YCC teams many times. Up to Nika Abeli.
Nika on the sideline. Whoa.
Oh, nice catch by Dion.
Under pressure. She
Over to
finds Hazel. Hazel fakes upfield, nothing there. She's patient. She finds a little window, but just out of reach. That's a tight window to throw into.
Nika, yeah. Oh, hi, Isaiah.
Isaiah, family member, just joined he's watching at home. I believe he's supposed to be at work right now. Savannah with the disc. Over to Turner. Finds Ree. Sets back to Turner. Turner moving the cup around a little bit with some fakes. And Drea snipes in there.
Wow, great D.
Drea is just blazingly fast. She, even when you feel like you might be open, you're probably not. Hazel has the disc.
Right on the border of the end zone. Back to Dion.
Dion's a young player for Franklin. Has a bright future. She resets to Hazel. Hazel's playing traffic cop, pointing out what she wants.
And right to Amy Nguyen in the end zone. That was great patience there. Not many things were open. But
that's another break for Hale, I'm sure. Oh my gosh.
Franklin.
For Franklin.
Making the score 3-0. Hale's struggling to pull in those points right now, and I'm hoping that they're not losing confidence, because it's not fun to play when you don't feel good.
I think that this is a team that knows what they're capable of. They have beaten Franklin this year. They were 1-2 against Franklin through through the regular season, and they also have one of their one win against Franklin. They were down 4-7 at half and came back to win on double game points. So I think that they, regardless of the score right now, I think they know they can battle back.
Definitely.
One of the quotes from the coach was, "We like digging ourselves big holes," apparently, because they had several games that they had to come back to win at double game point throughout the season. So they've been here before. They know they can do it.
Hi, Britt.
I suspect we'll see Franklin come down in that zone. It's been pretty successful for them.
Yeah.
I don't recall how many times they came down in a straight person defense during the semifinals, but it was not very often. They really trust their zone sets. They have 2 or 3 that they use. Looks like Maddie Lou. Oh, Irene. Irene's on the feed. Irene's a Franklin alum. She's in college down in California. I'm sure she bleeds green.
Gross. No, just kidding.
All right, Nika with the pull.
Pew.
Nika's one of the younger players to get a lot of time on the Franklin team. She's been playing for about 5 years. She went to Aki Karosi Middle School. Whoa. I'm not sure exactly what happened. I don't think that was the intention. So quick turn for Hale. Franklin with the disc. PX picks it up. She's got her eyes set on Nika. Nika finds space. She pump fakes right back to PX.
And
Who
right
finds-
back to Nika in the end zone.
No, that's Giselle.
Oh, that's Giselle?
Giselle
I can't
Cadiente.
see. Sorry, I can't see down there. Hi, Kat. Yeah.
Giselle
Really
is
working.
Giselle's a Disc Northwest YCC team member of a couple years.
Wide open right there.
Yeah, strong side. I think the quick disc movement from Franklin really created that opportunity for Giselle to get open on the strong side.
Looking at the comments, seems like we have a lot of Franklin fans here.
Colleen. Yeah, there's the crowd I think is split pretty evenly between Franklin and Hale.
I don't know.
But I think if we can count on one thing from Franklin is they're definitely going to be loud in the stands.
Hi, RJ, Rusty, and Penny.
So Franklin's ultimate community, not to take anything away from Hale's, they have an outstanding community. Welcome to Hale. You'll hear that a lot. But Franklin's community has really rallied together this year around a tragedy amongst their players. A young man on the boys' team was hit by a car and has a very, very long road of recovery. Our hearts go out to Franklin and to Devin.
Support Devin's recovery at his GoFundMe, help his family, and yeah.
So I know that this has kind of become a rallying cry for the whole Franklin community.
Oh! A little high and it just pops off her fingertips for Hale. That's number 7.
Sienna Patton in. So Savannah Canis is going to put the mark on. Amy Nguyen picks up the disc.
Sending it
Finds
up to
Nika.
Nika. Oh, I thought we were going to see that
Oh.
to Giselle again, but PX coming right up next to her in short space, but into the end zone for Franklin, making the score 5-0. Is that a break or a hold?
That was another
right,
break.
because
Yeah.
Hale has it scored. Hi, Rusty.
So I like to look over, and I'm looking at the Hale team, and their heads are not down. They're holding their heads up high. Like I said, they've been down before, even against this Franklin team. So I think they would prefer not to be down like this, but I think they know that they have it in their skill set to come back from this.
What? Is halftime at 8?
Yeah, game to
Halftime.
15.
All right.
Game to 15. There's a hard cap on. The clock will blow at 100 minutes. It does not stop at halftime. If one team is ahead at the end of the point when the clock goes, then that's game over. If the game is tied, they play one more. Call that double game point. Some people call it universe. Let's just go with double game point.
I know a lot of times you hear the question if a team is down, what would you be saying if you're the coach? But I'm gonna ask you, what would you be saying if you were a Franklin coach with this big lead?
Oh, stay focused. That's great. That's a great question. Stay focused. Keep up the intensity. We know that Hale is an outstanding team, and we don't want to leave any windows or doors open for them to walk through and take this away from us.
Yeah.
We've earned this lead. Let's keep it.
Yeah. All right, we see.
Oh, I missed that.
Emma Allie connection.
That was like kind of a magic trick. I thought Allie had it. She resets to Emma. Back to Emma. Emma does a really good job of moving the cup around with her fakes, as does Allie. They're kind of going back to that well. They know what they want. They're going to work together. Kind of slice up through.
Oh,
whoa! That caught her off guard.
Bounced off into Kennedy Harrison's hand.
Kennedy finds Amy around, who she's putting it. Rhea with an outstanding read. And she continues to Lauren win, I think.
No, that's Laura Toe.
That's Laura Toe?
Maybe.
I can't see the number.
I can't see it. I can't see that far.
Well, let's see what the screen tells us.
It's too blurry. Who are you? I don't know.
22.
22?
That's Victoria Nguyen.
Her other hobbies include drinking boba and getting dubs in Fortnite. This is her 4th year playing Frisbee.
4th year play. She's only been playing for 4 years, and I know that sounds like a lot in some communities. In Seattle, a player in high school who's only been playing for 4 years is actually kind of unusual. We have Ultimate starts in 3rd grade here for kids, and they can get into high school and have almost 10 years of experience already.
I like having these fun facts here. Some of them are pretty funny. Like this one, Sway Sing Soo. She's been playing Frisbee since 7th grade when she started playing Mercer due to peer pressure.
Yeah, Mercer is a place where you if you don't play Ultimate, you don't really rate. Mercer Middle School has a tremendous tradition of turning out amazing Ultimate players and an amazing community, incredibly supportive. They have 3 teams there and about 120 kids playing. So you spend more time on the sideline than you do on the field, but that sideline community is outstanding. And the pull goes up. Allie catches it, immediately puts it in play to Emma. Little back and forth.
Give and go.
Not as much going as giving.
They didn't actually get very far.
Well, but they're sure hands. Back to Emma. Emma on the sideline. It looks a little bit like a person. This is one of the rare opportunities for us to see Franklin play person-to-person D. Back to Kyla. Looking for Allie up line. That Alley PX connection or combination will be fun to watch. Savon Hurt still on the sideline. She bounces. Great catch. Emma waiting for what she wants. Great upline drive from Kyla Riggy.
Oh, nice defense there by PX.
There's not much downfield. Ends up with number 18. That's not one of our numbers. I don't know who that is. Allie with the disc again.
Oh, right up to Emma. They're advancing down the field now. Pretty close to their end zone.
A lot of their action is contained in about the 3 feet close to the sideline. She shoots to the end zone. It looks like Laura Toe got a hand on that. Or maybe that was Lauren Nguyen. I have a weird glare on this on my glass. I can't really see. PX to pick it up. PX looking for Giselle. Oh, just out of reach.
That's kind of scary. That's a turnover right by Hale's end zone.
Yeah, Hale has got to appreciate getting the disc back in the red zone. Back to Emma. Giselle with a mighty mark, stopping that around.
Back to
Hale
Allie.
seems unable to get it off that line.
Yeah.
There we go. To number 18.
We don't have her, remember? She's not on our.
Huh.
I think that might be Sylvie Corwin.
Okay,
Maybe, I don't know. Seeing as there's two number 13s.
that's a good point. Oh, hand block from PX. PX wants to shoot. She finds Bouger.
Oh, so close!
Oh.
She just stopped running. Maybe, I don't know. We
She
can't
had-
see right there.
She had some time. She probably could have taken a breath before she threw that. But I'm sure they like that turnover more than the one down in the Hale red zone.
Definitely.
Emma Constantino with the disc. Resets to Allie. Allie with the around nice to Savon Hurt. Savon, you can see shading her eyes. She's just in that last little bit of bright sun. Makes it hard to throw and receive probably in that space. Down
Whoa.
line to Savon.
Not that many people up line right now. Now there you go.
Shoots into that sideline again. Hale's doing most of their work on the very outside edge of the field.
Why so many mad emojis?
That's a nice centering pass to Emma. Keeping it in the middle, I think, is really going to benefit the Hale offense. Emma fakes the deep shot to Savon Hurt. Stall count's got to be getting high. That might
Big
work.
deep throw to Savon Hurt, making Hale's first point.
There might be a call.
Oh, no.
I think it
Actually,
was
there's a call back there with Allie and PX.
Yeah, I think that's a stall call. We'll see how the players sort it out.
None of them heard except Laura Toe.
It was clearly a high in the count. We'll see how they resolve it.
Looks like somebody's sad that that wasn't Nathan Hale's first goal.
Yeah. So
It's
a
okay.
contested stall. They get the reset to Emma. Still Hale's disc. Emma Constantino moving the mark well. Finds. Whoop. Reset to her sister, Allie.
Did she fake you out?
Yeah. Nice reset to Emma.
Oh,
Over to, who are we going to decide that is?
Sylvie Corwin?
Sylvie Corwin, up
Maybe.
line to Savon Hurt, who bounces it back to Allie. Allie just so composed with the disc. Nice around backhand. Past a bidding Giselle Cadiente. Emma looks, swings it back around to Allie. They seem very eager to have it in Allie's hands.
Way over the top to Emma Constantino, and there you go. That is your first score for Hale. A hold, making it 6-1.
That's got to feel good for them to break the ice, huh?
Yeah.
Looked like a little bit of a pick on that upline cut from Emma, but nobody called it, and the score stands. All right, you can see how excited the Hale team is.
Okay.
The whole team's on the field.
Somebody's really mad.
Oh, yeah, I think you need to stop looking at the emojis on the live feed.
No, but it's funny to me.
We'll see if that lights a fire under Hale.
Hi, Michelle.
I'm sure that at this point, Franklin just wants to score a quick one, take it to half. But I know that Hale's spirits, you know, they really trust their D-line. This is a great opportunity for them to get a break and start clawing back into it before halftime. This is our first glimpse, I think, of the Hale O-line. We'll see what, oh no, they started on O. Yeah. We'll see what, we'll see what Hale does. Defensive-wise, they have a couple different looks. I know I've seen them play some zone. I know that they trust their person-on-person matchup too, so. Both teams are just full of athletes, so it's always fun to see how they play their cards. Big pull from Allie. Puts him right on the sideline.
Dion picking up centering to PX.
Looks like maybe there was a miscommunication. Somebody came down and picked up the wrong person from Hale, but they quickly sorted it out.
Back to PX.
PX finds Nika. Looks like they had a discussion on the way down with the disc. Great trailing edge grab.
Oh, big throw up to Kennedy Hairston, and she's going to get it.
Kennedy
Backwards.
pulls it down, not in. She resets to PX, who shoots it.
Back, and that's Laura Toe in the end zone.
Laura Toe with, I think, her first goal tonight. She was very sick, so sick she couldn't even show up, actually, for the semifinals game. So it's good to see her back on the field and playing and contributing.
She's a freshman.
She's a YCC veteran, and that's half.
That's not half.
Oh, nope, that's not half. I forgot about math.
Well, no, because last game, half was a 7.
Yeah. So Laura is she's really fun to watch. Looks like a Franklin timeout. Plenty of game clock left. They want to use them while they have them.
Hi, Tony.
Tony Knows joined us on the live stream. He's a big fan of one of the Franklin players. Tony just returned from college nationals playing with Carleton. So I was going to say that it was really fun to watch Laura as part of the U17 YCC team from Seattle last year. She was essentially always open. There was not a time when she wasn't an option when you had the disc. She was just blazingly fast. The other teams just didn't seem to know what to do about her.
Looks like there's a timeout.
Yeah, Franklin called the timeout. So when we look back at those keys to the game we discussed earlier, Mira, I lost them.
They're over here.
Thank you. How do you see those things playing out? How do you think Franklin has done in terms of containing Allie's impact on the game?
Yeah, I think they've done pretty good, actually. Oh, hi, Vinay. They've you know, you've still seen some of her hucks and nice little like give and goes there, but they've done pretty good. We haven't seen that much big difference. And I think with Hale, actually, they're doing a good job patience versus the zone, making sure they just get those throws back and forth. And with the Allie and Emma connection, I've definitely seen that a lot.
Absolutely. Franklin's deep game
They
does
have
seem
not
to
been
be,
limiting that.
yeah, that seems to be a pretty effective, still an effective part of their offense.
That's pretty hard to do, though. It's really hard to limit Franklin's deep game. So
Yeah, they that last deep shot to Kennedy actually went into traffic, so there was coverage there, but
some of the other ones, not really. Some of the other deep shots to wide open people.
yeah, Kennedy still pulled it down.
Yeah, great grab there.
All right, that was an opportunity, I think, for Franklin to catch their breath more than anything. Come out highly energized on D. I know they're looking to take half. Nika, product of Aki Kurosi Middle School with the disc she's about to pull.
Amy, the
Savannah
first one down.
to Emma, back to Savannah. I'm so impressed with Savannah's just composure with the disc. She just seems so just relaxed.
Hi, Colleen.
Turner resets back to Emma, who finds Riggy. Back over to Turner. They're really looking for those openings. Looks like Allie Constantino is not on the field on O, giving her a rest. She's played every point.
You see that zone again that we were just talking about, how Hale is doing a good job being patient. I think they're doing that right now too.
Yeah, they're getting pretty easy resets for the most part. Well, that was a little daring, but they're not making any progress downfield.
Yeah. Keeping them in the same space.
Savannah resets back to Turner. She's looking, not much downfield for her. The deep space isn't really being challenged right now by Hale. You can see that all of the cutters, sideline is pointing to telling somebody to challenge that deep space. They want to try to get Hazel, who's kind of covering the unders right now as the deep for Franklin. They're asking one player at least to stretch that and make her commit to going deep. Hopefully, hoping to open up something underneath.
Nice fakes there by Emma.
You can see at this point, they've actually lost quite a bit of yardage. They're back down into their own end zone.
Ooh, maybe we'll see a Callahan. I want to see that. I want to see a Callahan.
That's a nice song.
Thank you.
Turner testing that space. Hazel and Nico both challenge it. Both hit each other.
They're okay.
Hazel's to pick it up. Looking for Nika. They make her that isolation cut.
Oh my God. That looked crazy. I think, my injury.
Okay, I think.
She went up.
Yeah.
Nika's body was still there. Her leg was on top of her and like.
Yeah, I don't think Nika knew she was there. That was great awareness from Emma to go into that space and take that away. She recognized that they were trying to isolate Nika in that space. Went over there and took it away, but Nika's eye was on the disc and she ended up running into her.
Yeah, it looked like we have a live stream in front of us that's kind of behind, and I saw that again. It looked like she just had a really hard impact on the ground and is pretty shaken up.
So Allie Constantino in to take her spot. It's a sibling trade. Savannah with the disc. Back to Turner. She's moving the mark around a little bit.
Nice mark there, that by Glichet.
Yeah, they have very active feet on the mark.
Ooh. So close there by Kennedy.
Kennedy challenging all those upfield throws in that space.
Still actually pretty deep now into Franklin's end zone. Oh,
Nice
there
find
we go.
upfield.
Once you get it to Allie, you're gonna starting to see that movement down
Allie
the field.
quickly up and from that, slicing into that space, ready to challenge with a deep throw. You can see how her fakes really spread out the downfield defense because they know she'll throw that, and they have to respect those throws. It opens up a lot more space for those downfield cutters just when
Kyla
the disc is in her
Reiki.
hand. Over to Davis Turner. Davis Turner looking to reset to Kyla. Amy challenging that reset to Allie, but whoa.
Looking
Kennedy in
over
there.
to
Oh.
Mari Scott. Is that Mari?
I think so. No.
No, sorry.
Over the top to Savannah.
Mari is also wearing braids.
Over the top back to Allie. Allie moves the defense downfield so effectively with those big
Whoa.
fakes. Great
Nice catch.
focus on that. We're seeing Tiara
Tayu.
get the disc a lot. She seems to be
Ooh.
really focused there.
I think that's Tayao, sorry.
Tayao. Back to Savannah Canis. Savannah loves that little over-the-top high-release backhand into space. So you can see that Allie Constantino is kind of window shopping just on the other side of that cup, giving Savannah Canis that option.
Hi, Ronnie.
Allie looking. Stall count's got to be getting high. Takes the reset. Allie moves them with that big fake.
I see
You
those
can see
big
they have
hot
Hazel
fakes.
split. That's a great find.
Person was wide open. Didn't think that they were gonna get that throw over there.
That's the power of Allie's fakes. It really made Hazel commit to a different downfield player, and that opened that space up for her.
Hi, Ash.
Riggy with the disc, resets to Turner. Back to Riggy. They seem to be playing a little bit of a box and one a little bit on Allie there for a minute. They had her playing. They had Drea matched up with her momentarily.
You see those big outside in throws to people, or you see those throws from her. You don't actually see those. You see those people just taking those dumps and those big outside in swings a lot.
Yeah, she's got an amazing quiver of throws. She was a Team USA Worlds player a couple times. I'm sure she'll be back to represent the USA in the future. Over to, well, let's go back to Turner. Davis Turner with the disc. We have a mystery player out there for Franklin.
We've been calling her Sylvie Corwin. Not sure if it's actually who that is.
Big backhand fake. Love that. Savon. If you look downfield, you can see that Hale's doing a good job of splitting that deep, really making her try to cover two people at once. Hazel's an amazing player, but it's hard to cover two opposite sides of the field.
Gotta let it Dion Tugade fans here
Oh,
on these comments.
forced a little high release. Hazel challenged. Franklin gets the turn.
You're gonna see Hazel challenge those a lot.
She's looking. Hazel was in isolation there for a second. Reset to Gliget. Gliget's looking. Nice inside break to Hazel.
Up to Laura Nguyen. Oh, Andrea just mixing her person and keeping it in on the sideline. Great layout, toe the line grab there. And you saw that little juke there that made her wide open.
And then just the awareness, the bodily awareness to know to keep her toes down. That was a remarkable show of athleticism. Oof.
Oh.
We're watching the replay here. Yeah, that crowd liked that.
That was pretty cool.
That's halftime.
All
Quite a
right,
way for them to go out.
we're gonna leave for just a second, but we're gonna come back with Linda Wong talking about her new women's team. See ya. Welcome back. Here we are at the Girls High School State Championship Finals. Franklin versus Hale. We're in the middle of halftime right here, and I'm about to interview Linda Wong.
Hi.
So, Linda, I know you've just started a new women's team. Can you tell us what it is?
Yeah, me and my three greatest homies, Ashley Escobar, Mariana Heckendorn, aka Banks, and Penny Nguyen, yes, Nguyen. We started a new team for South Seattle women. We it's the first of for the South Seattle community. We really want to make like Club Ultimate accessible to people who are mostly women of color who live in the South End that don't have access to playing high level Ultimate.
Yeah. That's a really cool organization, and I'm really glad you started that.
Thanks.
What more things are you hoping to do in the future with this team?
Well, since it's our first year and then we've only been born for like 2 weeks or so, um, we also want to play more structured frisbees for our community. So like on Wednesdays, we'll be playing like mini and gold tee and stuff at Van Assel Playfield, which is open to everyone. So if you guys want to come out, come out. And it's just more structured. So we'll have numbers and know when frisbee's happening because we don't have as many opportunities for like pickup and stuff for our youth and for our community since we don't really have money to like reserve fields and stuff.
Yeah, that sounds really cool. If you're interested in that, you can go out and play with them. Sounds
Yeah.
really awesome.
Check out our Twitter. Oh, it's on Twitter.
All right.
EN decolonize. Yeah.
All right. Unfortunately, we have to go.
Yeah.
Thank you for talking about that. It's a really awesome
Thanks.
thing. So.
Hit us up in 10 years, Mira.
Okay.
Welcome back to the second half of the USAU Dis Northwest Girls State Championship game tonight between Franklin and Nathan Hale. Right now, Franklin just took half, 8-1. I want to take a moment, though, before we head into this to talk a little bit about Dis Northwest and what we do as a nonprofit. I'm hoping you might consider donating to Dis Northwest. We maintain a protected fund called the Youth Development Fund that last year gave away $36,000 in scholarships for youth leagues and tournaments, $50,000 for kids to go to Ultimate Frisbee camps, and over almost $70,000 in program expenses and grants for clinics, local disc organizations. Right now on the screen, you'll see our text to give number. If you feel like giving, every little bit helps. We want to serve as many people and make Ultimate as easily accessible as possible. So take a moment, send us, if you're feeling generous, we'd appreciate it. Otherwise, enjoy the awesome Ultimate. I'm Jude Loren, I'm the Dis Northwest Youth Director. I'm here with
Mira SL. And I'm not the youth director, but I like Frisbee.
Frisbee is fun.
Yeah. If you can, please support that fund. It's a really great thing that's helped a lot of my friends get to Ultimate and experience awesome community.
Absolutely. All right, we're back. Franklin's starting on D, which is kind of where they want to be.
Nika gonna pull. Sorry, bad. Nika is going to pull.
Nika gonna pull.
That was weird.
They get some yardage on the roll. Hale does. But with the short pull, they're able to set up their zone pretty quickly. Allie finds Emma right away. Over to Riggy, around to Savon Hurt. A name we said a lot in the semifinals, a little less so today. We'll see if she can get fired up in the second half. Big fake from Allie.
Hi-ha.
Allie with that great over-the-top high-release backhand she loves.
Over to Savon Hurt. Although you may not see or hear her name in the end zone, she actually is doing a lot to help work the disc down the field and is a main handler.
Yeah, she's a very solid presence over there. Find the up line to Rihi, who finds
Over to
Allie
Allie.
right in the corner.
Right on the line.
Allie,
Really
flipping
nice job centering it to the middle, getting it off that line.
Oh.
So close. Right off the hands of Reiki and dropping into the hands of Emma Constantino for Hale's second score of the game, making that hold, 8-2.
Yeah, that was great ball movement, getting it off, swinging it around, creating that momentum going into the end zone. They were trapped on the other side. A big around throw really created that opportunity to dish it right into the end zone. Luckily, they had two open cutters because sometimes that's what it takes.
Making sure you have that support. Hi, Angelina. Hi, Michelle.
All right. What do you think the keys are for the second half?
For both teams?
Sure.
With Hale, I think they just have to stay solid and understand that, they can do it. Maybe they're down 8-2, but they still have those players that they've had all season who have been digging themselves out of those holes. And it says here, our 4-7 deficit against Franklin coming back to win on double game point. This might be one of those games, and they just have to understand that they can do things like this. And for Franklin, It's staying focused and knowing that even though they're up 8-2, they can't just stop trying. They still have to get to 15, and they still have to do the same thing they've been doing this whole time in order to bring home the gold. Yeah. Hi, Zay.
Big pull. So PX picks it up in the middle of the field.
Back to
Finds
Amy.
Amy.
Hazel's wide open back there. That was a great throw to space, finding her perfectly in the end zone. How do they do it? That's 9-2.
That trust that Amy has in Hazel, even when she's being covered by an outstanding athlete like Ali Constantino, putting it out there, Hazel running it down. Those are the kind of connections that good teams build over a season, and you can see it really paying off for them tonight.
Hazel's really fast.
Hazel's very fast.
And somehow Amy's hucks always go to the right place. So it works well.
You can see them throwing to a space and letting their cutters go there instead of throwing to where their cutters are. That's the mark of a well-oiled offense, and clearly one that loves. They've been playing that deep ball all season long.
Yeah, that's definitely something you need to have, like throwing to space. I know our team needs to work on it because every single time they throw it behind us, but
yeah, the difference between elementary ultimate and high school ultimate is I think both these teams would beat your team. No offense.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, every time I try and throw it to space, they look at me like, "Why'd you throw it so far? You're supposed to run to it."
You love your team, though.
I love my team.
All right, Hale set to receive. Savannah Canis with her hands up. They're looking kind of into the sun, it looks like. So we'll see if that affects their ability right off the pole. Franklin has some players in that. Oh, they don't have a disc. They're going to need that. A few players that haven't seen a lot of PT this game so far. Samantha Patrick is in.
I'm glad to see her. She's really, really good. Yeah.
She's a fantastic photographer, too.
Yeah.
One of my favorite fun facts about Samantha Patrick.
She started playing Ultimate at Merced Middle School. She also works at Seattle Aquarium and is BFF with the Sea Otters. I wish I was BFF with the Sea Otters.
You need to hang out with Samantha more. Savannah looking, I like the thought, throwing that into that upline space for Allie, just out of reach though. Kind of a misconnection. PX to pick up the disc. Kennedy activating into that isolation space with a great grab.
Big throw over to Lauren Nguyen. She gets it.
Lauren looking to find PX.
And over right to, who is that? I can't see down there.
I think that's Giselle.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Giselle Cadiente with another score. Giselle's having herself a night.
Yeah. She's really good at Frisbee.
Yeah.
Fun fact about her, she used to play at Cleveland, and she transferred where she was also on the varsity team, and now she's here, and they're really lucky to have her.
She's another product of the Aki Karosi program. So it's good to see, look down there. Hale is still staying together as a team. They're not, kicking the ground or looking at their cleats. Heads are held high. If they're going to find an opportunity to get back in this, they're going to have to stay positive.
Mm-hmm.
The Hale O-line. is sans Savannah Canis, sans Ali Constantino, and sans Emma Constantino. So giving some folks an opportunity to play in the state finals, see what they can do against this harrowing Franklin D. Maybe give them a slightly different look.
Yeah, I think, like you said before, Franklin plays best when they play with joy, and they're playing great right now. So I feel like they're having fun and playing happily and playing like they love the sport.
And they love each other. Nice pull, puts him right on the sideline. Riggy gets the disc, looking to reset.
Hi,
Around to
Icky.
Turner. Over to Tierra. Tierra finds Mari Scott. Mari's on the sideline.
Searching, finds Davis Turner. I almost said Tavis Turner.
Spoonerisms are fun.
So fun.
Davis with
Oh,
a really nice find
so
over the
close there.
top.
Gauger
Riggy
almost
pulls
had
it
that.
down. To number 7, that is Sienna Patton. Dumps back. It's fun to say some of these names we haven't had an opportunity to say this season. This game.
Oh,
Just off the fingertips. It looks like maybe Laura was in there to disrupt that catch a
yeah.
little bit.
I think that she thought Laura had
Just
it.
gonna do it. Gauger shoots
Oh.
deep immediately.
To Hazel, and that's making the score 11-2 break. I think. Is that a break? No.
Yeah.
Yes? Wow. How many times have we seen Hazel do that?
She's clearly a threat every time she's on the field, either in the handler space or in that deep space, that cutter space. There's a reason she's on the World's team this year. Hazel's just a junior. She'll be back next year. She'll be joined. Kennedy, Hairston, Samantha Patrick, Sway Sing Soo, Drea, and PX and Gauger are all seniors, but you can see that there's still a lot of youth on this team, on this Franklin team.
I had no idea Samantha's a senior. Oh, no.
Hale is fairly senior heavy. Savannah is a senior. Tierra is a senior. Davis is a senior. Liz, Sylvie, Allie, Savan, and Kyla are all seniors this year.
Yeah.
They're lucky, though. They get to restock pretty regularly from the thriving North End Seattle middle school scene. So I'm sure that they won't be down for long.
Yeah.
A lot of these Hale kids also coach in the middle school scene, so they have their eyes already on who their future teammates might be.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of new people on this Hale team. It's going to be pretty different.
Allie fakes out me. I thought she dished that to her sister, but she still has it. All eyes on Emma. Emma finds a downfield connection. Looking for that reset, shooting downfield.
Just a little too high for Sienna Patton.
This time you're going to see Hazel behind the ball as opposed to downfield in that space. They're going to ISO someone else out of that stack.
I think it's going to be Giselle.
Nice. Finds that Giselle on that around break. Giselle looking to reset. Finds Neek, quick drop.
That's all. Got to get it back.
Let's see if Hale can capitalize. Franklin is playing a person-to-person D, trying to isolate Savan. With a great shot to the end zone.
Like you
Right
said,
on that
they
line.
did capitalize on that throw, making it 11-3.
That quick score, that quick conversion's got to feel good for Hale.
Hopefully, these scores every once in a while are keeping their spirits up and confidence up.
Yeah. Savon Hurt was a name we called a lot in the semi. She really had a great impact on that game. It's
Yeah.
good to see her finding her flow and finding her space on the field tonight. I felt like I knew where Savon was going to going to college next year, but I
Somebody told us in the semis, but we forgot.
forgot to write it down.
Somebody really, oh my God, wants us to talk about Dion, so we'll talk about Dion Tugade. Let's see, what facts do we have about her? Dion, there she is. So Dion has played Ultimate for 4 years and started at Washington Middle School.
Go Dogs.
Her hobbies include eating and playing the flute. Ooh,
Hmm.
no
Eating.
idea.
I'm not sure that's a hobby as much as a survival thing.
I don't know. Eating's pretty fun.
Dion's played on our Dis Northwest YCC teams for a couple years. I know she's trying out again this year and hopes to earn a spot.
Oh, Mark Constantino says Hawaii for Savon.
Oh, there we go.
Going to Hawaii State. Now everybody's just telling us who they need us. She did the flute in 8th grade
There we
at
go.
Washington. Thanks.
Washington Middle School has a strong music program, so it's not a surprise that a musician came out of that.
Whoa.
Reset to PX. Around to Amy.
Back
Back
to
to
Dion.
Dion.
Oh,
Whoa.
that's all right.
Dion trying a circus act there. Drops it. I'm sure Hale looks to capitalize here. Allie's kind of the field general out there, telling people where she wants everyone to go. Finds her sister, Emma, with the flick to Mari Scott. Mari's another YCC player for Dis Northwest. What's happening?
Kind of no cuts that
I don't know.
are going to be thrown to our developing,
I
maybe?
don't know. Allie looking for that inside flick. She puts it up, finds. Whoops.
Oh,
I think she was in regardless.
but that's Savon Hurt.
Only counts for one.
Yeah, we're kind of seeing Hale come back a little bit here, hoping to come back.
Hale's clearly feeling energized. They're trying to move the time along between scores pretty quickly, trying to get off the field so they don't burn too much clock unnecessarily. There's still quite a bit of time left in this game. About
28 minutes.
Yeah, about 28 minutes till cap. And you can see they're thirsty for more opportunities to get breaks.
Somebody really wants us to talk about Sophie Harris. I'm sorry. The only thing we have about her right here is that she's a freshman, number 53. They say they're number 56. This is really weird.
Adam, we'll just say it, Sophie Harris. There you go. So we get to see that Franklin O-line, let's be honest, doesn't look a lot different from their D-line. Into that side stack formation. But Hale comes down in a zone, looking to upset some of those pull plays that Franklin seems to be running with great success.
Giving them a taste of their own mitts.
Yep. The thing about throwing zone against a team that plays zone a lot is you know that they've played against zone in practice.
Mm-hmm.
So something tells me they're not going to find themselves too
Phased by it.
too phased by it.
Nice bid there by Nika to keep the
Wow.
disc up, and a nice bid there by PX Wrong. This is pretty cool. Oh, yes,
Throw to
bid.
space for Dion. Dion lays out, doesn't quite get it. Savon Hurt there to challenge, make her think about it. So another break opportunity for Hale. Ali Constantino to pick it up. The big backhand.
Big throw to a wide open.
No,
throw, and
Drea's
no,
there.
you do not get that if Drea's over there.
Drea closed that space. She did look open. I understand why she took that shot, but Drea closed that pretty quickly. Nika with the disc back to Hazel. Nice through shot from PX.
Why does everyone have to lay out now?
That's a credit to the Hale defense. They're making them take some tough throws, making the Franklin offense really work for every connection.
Oh, no.
They force another turn. Ali to pick it up again. Kennedy on the mark. Those two have been playing with and against each other for years. Played with each other on our YCC teams. Around back, or little loopy backhand to Savon Harris. Hazel on the mark, very active mark. Really trying to keep it on that sign line.
Oh, big throw, and Kennedy's back.
Wow, great catch by Ali over Kennedy.
That's not something you see a lot. Normally, you're always going to see Kennedy get that.
Another around break.
Really close to their end zone, but
Constantino with the disc.
good patience. Whoa!
Wow.
Again.
Really testing Kennedy in the sky. That's uh-oh. Oh, a travel called. Looks like maybe she jumped when she threw it. Excuse me, I think I just burped into the mic. I apologize. Reset to Ali. Kennedy trying not to let anything go downfield. With a player like Ali with the disc, what's your goal on the mark, Mira?
Stopping throws like that, I think.
Oh, great D from
Yeah.
Hazel.
I think her throws, her upfield throws are always really dangerous, especially when they're right there
At the
on
end
that
zone, you
end
mean?
zone.
Yeah, I think you want to just decide what you're going to take away from her, because she's going to get something and she's going to be dangerous. So your goal is just to take away at least one thing on the mark. Amy with the disc. Amy Nguyen finds a crowded space inside the cup. Hazel's there. Back to Amy. Hazel looking to swing it. Finds the dump to PX. Around to Dion.
Oh,
Dicey throw through the middle.
Oh,
Oh, great focus.
Nika still
though.
gets it.
Nika's
Sending it
finding
deep
Kennedy.
over to Kennedy Hairston, and she tracks it down great with the pressure with Ali against her.
Just looks to reset.
Back to PX, over to Hazel. Finding Kennedy, oh, just a little low. That was a good look there.
Throws that into space.
This has been a long point.
Hale gets it off the sideline. Finds Savon Hurt. Who shoots it.
Tamari Scott in the middle.
Mari with some vigorous fakes. Finds Ali. Wow. Ali finds Savon. Back to Ali. Back to Savon. Back to Ali.
Working it down the field nicely, and big over to Mari Scott, and oh, PX
Great
doesn't get in
focus.
there. That was a great focus, like you said. And right
To
over
Ali.
to a wide open Ali Constantino, ending that long point. It's now 11-5. Hale digging them out of that hole that we talked about earlier. Staying confident, which is really important.
Yeah, you know, they seem to be playing with the belief that they're still in this.
I'm hoping Franklin isn't losing that confidence or joy because they are up 11-5. They have a big lead and they're taking a timeout, but they still have to play hard, but they should stay confident and stay joyful.
It's a testament to the talent and the confidence, though, of this Hale team that they could battle back.
Yeah,
Not every
great.
team could do that. Not every team culture has the ability to stay composed
Yeah.
and buckle down. I played in a game, kind of a not so great spring league game, but I just played in a game and we got down and we just didn't care anymore.
I mean,
The stakes were much lower.
yeah, I was like, F pool.
No. This. That one hurt.
I'm kidding. Vince is a very good team.
Mira, what are you looking forward to next in your frisbee career? What's your next big move?
Playing middle school.
Middle school ultimate? Yeah.
Because elementary school is so I'm looking forward to having a big field where all my hooks don't go out the back. Looking for 7-on-7 where I have more opportunities. Things like that.
Awesome. You gonna do some summer camps this summer?
Every single one of them.
Mira does not lack for opportunities to play ultimate. Hopefully you don't get sick of it.
Oh no. Hi, Britta.
Dis Northwest hosts, I think it's 19 different summer camps this summer. It's crazy. If
Am I doing them all?
if you're living in the Seattle area and you wanna learn to play ultimate and you're a youth, go to disnorthwest.org. If you're an experienced ultimate player, it's a great place to get better. If you're inexperienced, you just think you might like playing it, it's an opportunity to learn the game in an immersive setting.
And if you're in the middle, great. That was too.
All right, big pull from Hale. Gleget catches the pull, finds PX.
Back to Gleget. Hazel. Amy.
Hale is in a little bit of a kind of a junk zone set.
Whoa,
Ooh,
nice
challenging
grab there.
that. Bounces off Hazel. Finding
big over the
Nico
top
over the
to
top.
Nika.
Wow.
Oh, a foul call.
They're going to let them discuss that. Allie clearly has something to say, but just going to go back. Contested strip, contested foul. You can see how much range that Allie covers as an athlete. She was in that deep space, and when that over the top throw went up, she just closed and contended for that D.
Mm-hmm.
Hazel finds Gleget.
17 minutes left.
Oof. I don't know if that was up. Nor
She's
do
not
they.
sure. Calling it up, I believe. Yep.
That's great spirit.
Over to PX. Gleget. Up to Nika.
Very confident one-handed grab.
She's always smiling.
Uh-oh. Saw
Run
that
through
coming.
there by
Allie with a great D, great heads up. Allie gets the disc back. She shoots deep into a crowd.
Oh,
Ooh.
and who is that? I can't see.
That
Gleget
was-
getting up.
Yeah. Gleget with the D. Allie's, though, sure making her, turnover on a reset, just out of reach for Amy Nguyen. Emma Constantino's going to pick it up. Emma
Hi,
finds Savon
Grandma.
Hurt. Uh-oh.
That score is now 11-6.
Okay. I subtracted a score on the scoreboard accidentally instead of adding it. So we got ourselves a game.
Yeah, they're really coming back. Yeah,
Plenty of
crazy.
time.
We have 16 minutes.
So Jimmy James has joined us here on the live stream, former Hale coach, watching from the from Southern California, I think. He might be Northern California, but I know he's got a vested interest. I know uncomfortable, but I have to say that this is a more enjoyable game.
Probably, yeah.
A little more competitive. The energies in the crowd has certainly gone up. Hale's playing with some energy,
Yeah.
some insistence now. And there's the pull.
Okay. PX wrong. Over to Nika.
I think that's Gage.
That's Glage. Sorry. There's Nika. Hazel Ostrowski. PX through the cup. Back to Hazel. PX insisting that they get like 2 yards. Very important. Glage. PX.
You can see that the Franklin poppers are just on the other side of their cup. They're not diving into the cup. They're waiting for those holes to open up.
Glage. Back to Hazel.
Poppers really trusting the Franklin handlers to find those holes.
Over to PX right, just a little bit too high. And I think that PX, saw that person and didn't take that breath and just threw it instantly and instead. Oh, push.
What's happening?
They're having a conversation because PX started to come around and I think Mari just went boom.
Okay. Back in play.
Amy, nice
Whoa.
through there to Glage.
Oh. Gage finds Savon Hurt's hands. And Hale with another red zone opportunity. Savon Hurt with the disc. Whoa. What?
Whoa, Drea, that was cool. She just
pretty
came right from behind.
I don't care is that Drea she faked with the disc. Allie, sorry. It's like I know that they're doing their best. There will be a full stream available. I think Fulcrum is also going to post a kind of an edited stream with some highlight footage as well.
2 minutes left.
Franklin down in that zone D. Oh, Drea.
So close there by Drea Baroma. She's putting in a lot of effort. Whoop.
Nice find from Mari Scott into the middle.
Oh, sending it deep, but
Oh.
no. Oh no. That was a really great D there by Hazel and went into the hands of Savon Hurt, and sometimes you feel like surprised. So
Yeah,
maybe she didn't have that fully when.
That was a tough catch regardless.
1 minute, 30 seconds. Kiki, the score is now 13-8.
Round to Kennedy. Kennedy with not really a mark. Now the mark's closing in. She's looking
Not that many
reset.
options.
Oh, great D from Savon Hurt. She's really having herself a game.
Whoa.
Oh.
Drea came in. I think there's
Maybe
a
a call.
stripper foul call there.
There was some contact. We'll let them settle that on the field. The crowd has a different idea.
Good D, good D. Hi, Nancy. Whoa.
And Mari Scott with a great catch.
Wow, that was a great catch. 2 Hale people there, but Mari, full extension grab, bringing it in. And there are 30 seconds left in the game.
Let's hope she's okay.
Oh, yikes.
There was a lot of contact.
Her own
between
teammate
her and her own
accidentally fell
teammate.
on top of her.
I mentioned earlier that Mari's coming back from a knee injury, so I'm sure that kind of contact is always a little potentially distressing for her. She's up.
10.
She's smiling.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, so the horn's gone off, but it's in this next point, so they're going to finish this point, but Franklin has the win. But
This kind of
we play the point when the horn sounds. We finish that point.
This kind of thing happened in the Hale game where they played the point even though they already had the win, and I'm sure for the other team it's pretty hard to play that point.
Yeah, I think you got to go out and finish strong, play with pride.
Definitely.
Remember why you're here. You earned a spot in one of the most competitive state finals in the country. These two teams came in ranked 2nd and 6th in the country.
Yeah.
So they want to finish strong.
And I hope that Hale feels very proud of this game. They came up from 8-1, making the score 13-9. So.
Yeah, that's impressive. They're going to carry that momentum. While it's not going to carry them to a win here tonight, they are going to carry that momentum into their tournament. They're going to be at the National High School Invite
Yes, they
next
are.
week. So
I'm pretty sure they're going to have some
great D by
videos.
Savon.
Some live streams,
Yeah, there'll be opportunities to watch those games, I'm sure, through Ultiworld, but I don't know what the streaming schedule is yet. Allie with the disc. Resets to Turner.
Nice mark there by Samantha Patrick.
Resets to Allie. Allie and Kennedy have been just going at it all night. Drea boxing out.
Oh, she fell down, but
Lizzie with the catch.
Grab over the top.
Lizzie just knowing where the disc was going to go.
Not that many
Resets to
people.
Allie. No one's covering Lizzie. They might want to do that.
That's a good
The
idea.
hammer to the back of the end zone to Savon. Savon hurt.
That's not Savon.
Or Savon.
Savannah
Savannah
Canis.
Canis, sorry.
And that is your game. Franklin High School are your just Northwest and USAU. You can say it.
And there you repeat, state champion.
Thank you for watching. This has been an incredible season. I'm Mira, so that's
Thanks.
Jude Lauren.
Yeah, thanks for supporting Youth Ultimate.
Women's Ultimate.
Yeah. And join us here again in the fall for the boys final and semifinals.
Till next year.
Well, thanks to Fulcrum again for all their hard work and expertise, being able to stream this for people. We have people all over the country. My co-host wants to go and congratulate.
Stop taking so long. You just keep talking.
All right.
Bye-bye.